Hello, this is Mountain Limited, back for another reading of my Batman comics, because due to popular support and the indirect request of a subscriber called the Greyman, I will be doing both Casey the Cop, the short story in these old Silver Age Bat comics, and the main story of Batman and issue 152, Batman and Robin versus the False Face Society. In Gotham, a series of strange crimes begin, with a bandit each time wearing a bizarre headpiece that hides the true face. When Batman and Robin, whose true face are usually hidden, try to battle these unusual criminals, it is only after loss of face that they finally are able to unmask the False Face Society. Batman, watch out for that lance. Don't worry, he won't win this jousting contest. This scene will appear later in the art exhibition. Also, I need to check on my eBay page when the guy with my Detective Comics I bid it on is going to dispatch it. Probably soon, but who knows. Night looks down on the two caped figures, Batman and Robin, on their patrol of Gotham City. Suddenly, Batman's sharp eye stares at a bizarre sight. Great Scott! On the Vabrant penthouse, two men struggling and a costume in a deep-sea diver. He stole my wife's necklace. Robin, look after Mr. Van Brunt while I color that crook. He can't run far in that cumbersome costume. The iron-shod foot lashes out, but Batman ducks past the wicked blow and his head's protected, but his midriff isn't. I think the midriff is his chest. Wish I could see his face, but that mesh grid on his faceplate hides his features. Suddenly, the bizarre bandit makes a surprise move. He's jumped for the river below. His weighted suit will carry him down to the bottom fast. Instantly, Batman makes a daring leap through space. Got to risk it. Try and stop him if I can. Cleaving the water, Batman closes in on the bandit. He's wearing an oxygen tank. He is not, but I'm not, and he knows it. He's doing everything he can to stall me, so I'll have to go up for air. As the iron helmet butts Batman's back, my lungs feel as they are bursting. I'll have to surface. Shooting to the surface, Batman in tortured lungs gracefully breathe again. Air. No use going down. Again, for that bandit, it will be impossible for me to track him down. The following day, as Batman rides the streets, gunshots coming from the Gotham Art Museum, where they're a showing of collection of masterpieces. Sounds like some crook is trying to get away with one. Swiftly, the crime fighters dashed into the museum, where Great Scott, a man costumed as a knight, and his armor is bulletproof. Abruptly, the knight lance seeks its mantle target, but thanks for the shield. Suddenly, Batman draws a giant paintbrush from the exhibit palette, and a true joust begins. First the parry, then the thrush, smack. Recovering quickly, the knight whistles, and in answer to someone, holy smokes! Holy smoke! He called his horse. Instantly, the knight seizes a painting, and so long, Batman, my horse will take me into the park, thick woods where you'll never find me. Later at the police headquarters, minutes ago, this officer almost grabbed a bandit who stole a value statuette from a temple in Chinatown. The crook got into the place by wearing the mask of a Chinese temple dancer. First a bandit in a diver's helmet, then another in a knight's costume, and now one in a Chinese temple mask. Could there be a connection? Following the night in the subterranean Batcave beneath the Wayne mansion, you'll figure you'll be able to get more information on those crimes through the end of a grapevine. Yes, I'll disguise myself as Nick Bales, a crook that nobody knows is dead. Sometime later, the disguised Batman walks into an underworld hangout. I just got into town, and all I hear about is guys pulling jobs in crazy costume. What's it all about? Nick, you mean you ain't heard about the False Face Society? Title drop. Soon Big Shot, who keeps his identity a secret, is running a crime contest. To qualify, you have to pull a sensational crime using the false face of an occupation. Then at the end of the contest, the false face bandit who has pulled the most sensational job wins all the loot. It's a kind of crime sweepstake, and the boss takes a cut for running it. If I pull a job in costume, how would I meet the big boss of the False Face Society? You don't. He has a contact at Pier 14 at midnight, and his identity, identify yourself by your costume and the loot. Later, when the disguised Batman returns to the Batcave, now all we have to do is go to Pier 14 and grab the contact man. No, we want to grab the whole False Face Society and the mastermind behind it. I've got a plan. Next night, as a world-famous violinist waits on TV studio to play his vast audience, how about a picture of you with that priceless Stradivarius? Someone commented what a Stradivarius is. I think it's some sort of violin, but even then it's kind of vague. Our newspaper have been writing about. Suddenly, a familiar figure intrudes. Hey, it's Batman. Get a shot of him. Sir, I've heard a rumor that a bandit may try to steal your violin tonight. I'll hold it for safekeeping until the broadcast. Suddenly, I had a hunch over publicity about the Stratospheric would bring a false-faced bandit here. Batman. Abruptly, the fake Batman erupts into action. I've got the violin. Now let's see you try to take it away from me. What? Wow, the real Batman and the phony Batman battling it out. What a shoot. Then, as the masquerade dashes away, come on, Batman, we'll help you grab the phony. No, stay away, he's probably armed. He get panicky, start shooting, and hit an innocent person. I'll tackle them alone. Shortly, as curious photographers decide to investigate, they find he knocked me out and escaped. Holy smokes, the fake Batman has KO'd the real Batman. What a story. But after a photographer leaves, nobody guessed I KO'd the bandit. Police smuggled him to jail. Now I can go through with my plan and pose as a false-faced bandit in order to meet the contact man. But since the bandit came as Batman, you don't have to bother switching costumes now. Afterwards, Batman learns he is not the only masked man to meet the contact. You costumed as a bobsled driver? And you've got the historic gold ski trophy. Yeah, I've sneaked into the winter sports show at a stadium where they got artificial snow on the ground. I got away on a bobsled, and now I'm gonna hold this ancient trophy for ransom. Upon identifying the loot, the contact man whispers instructions to the new crime contestants. Tomorrow night, the contest is over. Meet at Pier 18 and I'll take you and others to the hideout. And so, 24 hours later, a group of oddly costumed men are ferried to the hideout of criminal sweepstakes. Say, don't tell me that abandoned old lighthouse is where we're heading for. Surely, within the lighthouse, take your seats, and then the crime contest of the False Face Society can begin. The winner will be decided by a ballot, since each of you would naturally vote yourself at first choice. I want you to vote for a second choice, and remember, choose a man whose robbery is most spectacular. Mr. Page. Sorry. The ballots are marked and all. Wait, is there? No. Ballots are marked and all wait expectantly to hear who has won of the acclaimed loot. All votes were for the bandit who disguised as Batman and outsmarted the real Batman. So I declare you the winner of the False Face Society sweepstake. Suddenly, the contact man whispers into the bar of the crime society leader. Boss, I just remembered something. Batman didn't know our hideout was the lighthouse. That changes the situation. Luckily I can read lips. You're the masked bandit. It didn't know the hideout location yet. The fake Batman apparently was supposed to have known. Now this whole setup makes sense. You're supposed to be the fake Batman, criminal like all members of the False Face Society, but you're not. You're the real Batman. What? Batman himself? Grab him. Wait, think. If the identity of each member is a secret, how could he know I'm the real Batman unless he already knew the identity of the fake Batman? Which makes that the fake Batman was the partner. Say, that's right, but why should he be a partner? He knew your second choice would be the man who pulled a sensational crime by using my crime-fighting reputation. That means his secret identity partner would win the contest and your loot. As Batman expected, the irate bandits momentarily ignored him to vent their rage of the crime swindler. It was all a racket. We were supposed to be smart crooks, and you tried to be smarter. Grab his stooge, who'd the contact man. Suddenly, the door slams open. Robin, what kept you? I never thought you'd get here in time. Sorry, but we wanted to be sure you weren't spotted in the seaplane as we trailed the contact man, launched to the lighthouse. As the boss suddenly tries to make a break for it. Whoa! I want to see who's hiding behind the false face hood. Swiftly, Batman unmasked the mastermind of the False Face Society swindler to reveal the Joker, whose own false face is a permanent one. Isn't that just like him to pull a big joke even on crooks like himself? Fortunately for him, his joke boomeranged because he not only lost the contest, but his freedom as well. And afterwards, there's another advert for Tootie's Roll Fudge. Don't even know. So that was the False Face Society, where somehow the Joker wore a mask and a top hat and managed to change his own hair color. Next time, if you wish for it, I'll be doing the memorial to an astronaut. But before I go, true crime laughs. In Dayton, Kentucky, an escaped prisoner who was recaptured 2 hours later explained, I got claustrophobia. I couldn't stand being locked in. A man told Chicago police how they could identify a stolen car. In 1949, Chevrolet body mounted on a 1939 Studebaker chassis with a 1949 Kaiser front bunter, a 1949 Oldsmobile rear bumper, a 1949 Chevrolet grille, and a 1950 Studebaker engine. When Oklahoma City police captured a man stealing a wrecker from a garage, he told them, I needed it to get that sedan I stole out of that ditch. When Dallas police caught a man trying to crack the safe, he said, I'm going on trial tomorrow. For armed robbery. I need some money. So that was it. There's also some strange sports comics made by DC. Anyway, if you wish for it, I won't read this so you can look for yourself. But I will do Memorials to an Astronaut next time. Hope to see you then. Alright. Bye for now.